could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a protectorate subject, are you? I see it now. You possess the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
Gonna assume this one's in charge. He's not nearly as kooky or unpleasantly pleasant as the others.
Well, out with it. Who are you? Such a brazen display of derision of protectorate ways. How unexpected. How provocative. This presents a rare opportunity to hone my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly. Sounds like someone's had some indoctrination of their own. You've been tasked by one of our adversaries, I take it. I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner. Oh, do play along. I'm so rarely able to engage in any sort of intellectual discourse here. Suppose you could say that's my fault. Yet in any case, indulge me. You'd certainly learn much more from me directly, assuming you're competent enough at verbal sparring at any rate.
Heads up.
Guards, to battle! Improving position.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together. It is the duty of every protector of subjects
Who's there?
to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. Preserve set progress. Sustain motion.
Hastening to cover!
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring
I see you're back from the Protectorate's little mind manipulation spa. All their secrets in hand, yes?
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process.
pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Really? Thought you had more drive, but suppose that's fine.
I, for one, care little for the completion of stretch goals. You managed to avoid being mentally refreshed. That demonstrates considerable pluck and fortitude.
Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology. That will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results.
Existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice.
Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable?
Item. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is
That's certainly interesting. Intriguing, even. What else?
I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate...
But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground. And so much for us exploiting that piece of technology.
Reasons if you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down
Good to know, good to know.
gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate.
Excellent. Well, here's your reward, along with something extra for your effort. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations. Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo.
So your preliminary chores are complete. Finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization? There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most bit-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice.
I see we have an ideological fellow traveler. Why, this is a nice surprise. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. So, you've been advancing a fairly radical idea with a group that, to date, we've considered our rivals. Certain communications have even been exchanged between our ship and the Order's headquarters. You've spoken to the delegates, yes? A cessation of hostilities could present any number of potentially profitable options, assuming we could work out favorable terms. Oh, my security team would never allow it, but a call like this over a secure line should be an acceptable alternative. Of course, Ruth would also need to agree. Perhaps if you were to perform a few useful errands for the Order, you might earn a meeting with her to propose the same. Have Ruth reach out when she's ready to talk, and I'll set up a call on a secure line next door.
Fewer than 6 critical blood force traumas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum brand bandits. I'd pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they'd forfeit by middle time. It would be embarrassment of
Commander, I'm glad you're just as keen on aligning with Auntie as I am. It's the right choice. What you see is what you get. I suspect the Order would have given you the runaround on a deal. They're nice enough folk, reasonable or like, but they ain't equipped to rule. You saw how they could barely manage a refugee camp, let alone hold the archive. Sure, the folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice. But give it time. They'll see the difference between freedom and complete domination soon enough. Just as Tausetti did. The battles will continue, whether or not you're paying mind. If you ain't careful, you might find yourself surrounded without an ally. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one person playing Kingmaker. That is to say, you, and especially the Earth Directorate. But time's too short, and the stakes are too high for tribalism. There'll be enough time for that later. For now, we need to ally with someone who can defeat the Protectorate and close the rifts. So whatever you decide, I'll support you. We should move on, unless you've got something for me?
Open! Open! You listen, my hammer, and open!
This must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves. Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. Are you hearing this? It's some manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me. Can't unless you have an Auntie's Choice patented codebreaker on your person. Reckon we'll need to find the signal's source. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on.